Inti masanso anyway shia na as I say about komo stories for her dear. Medjuma no wasoma me I was say me copy updates at the bro. Me sure say when ye. You won kwem nko ade bibia fine. Your last updates after that na me kakra wo but na was say me check what go ask crazy what ya say ni nyina ka ho na gro na ye de. Inti ma hwe masanso aboabo afoforo no me de ho asem de bro. Okay. My last update, me catch them say by Munchi for Ashane we said ne omeje the Liga Hurricanes first trophy to be won. Na initially la and no almost plan ya in fact the whole plan me catch them say next some ko Ibiza. Na it was for and by Munchi for na send a message build my place and I say Omunina Emra restaurants be ewo munchi minute wo mfro ho a Kaifer restaurant. It's a Kaifer restaurant so the boys ni nyina amra ho na omo mbehwe Liverpool ene Freiburg game ni bi omo bo no atase because that game the besi no e be wo effects ewo Bayern Munich game ni ewo Bayern Munich trophy obeso omo gede mu the boys ni nyina amra nti ibi be drew ye ibi kra the late na omo ba because na omo plans nyese on beba restaurant so ntino o ba na o do ebusuafo kakra so aba se ne be ya Bayern Munich for gia o betimi age o mani yi nto mo nyina be go restaurant so na no mo hwe board game no so there it ended 2-2 which means say Bayern Munich for 76 points Bayer Leverkusen 68 aka two games ewie Bayern Munich for age because Bayer Leverkusen for entimi anhye nti referee ba ben ya pon be hwe Nijia me no kasa na dwea place ni bia em bedru ntem na won abedru obia ne nebusiafo chale enye yize me no kasa sisi enter me say ma me fa hia ase a jaw be ne den say the boys ni si ji o mani wo ho sisi atitru Hurricane kra na cameras ni edi ne chi bebre ofa ha cameras ni nti Hurricane wabre papa 2014 2015 me kai say Tottenham was before call Liga final amfa 2015-2016 leg no be third on be second the following year just a Champions League final no more lose Carabao Cup final no more lose to just England amfa the be a Hurricane be for be o can say yet the tall list of finals any Hurricane trophies I will lose and also yeah papa even last day when people thought to say Hurricane Equaco grabby the Bundesliga no amfa and Bayer Leverkusen 4G. So finally nyamianko pon nimremo no nyamimrem Hurricanes say the YG trophy no akasa we must we post the trophy e dey atu na IG so wanga hwe and we post the trophy no e dey atu ujafo abre so beji trophy we say the nyame ye no nimrem no hey the nyame be ye biaye ne bremu no ana wa ye dia ma Hurricane what I say it say Hurricane waje afei mamira me stories ni bibio before I also go Charlie Anthony there say there agimi say wo what a go and the go Anthony ashe go and watch that go na midweek ni I can go share tia Fiorentina the here crab be cast go na free na akwa ne Kellen go bi a wa ashe no hey They said, yeah, Anthony, they said, what? Most of you for ne bomb Anthony bought 62 games for Manchester United and sent us 5 goals. They say, was 7 goals, 4 assists in just 20 games for Rebetis. Honestly, take away the goals, he's playing very well. Confidence, Abba. And all but the ball, come on. Anyway. Mamen twamen sabno suswe. Frederica Chiesa mami. Premiership na mre wo na search so about 5 games, official games. Ansa na about medal. Na worry kakra wo ho Edima Chiesa say bia na wanya medal. Liverpool amana bobo ni bia na chese. Say ono so ebenya medal because English Premiership mra no search so about 5 games. What I say Chiesa Obenya game, Obenya medal. Charlie, talking about that game, and minimum how you saw the game, and how you analyze the game. I would say, and I slot to say Chelsea for Obama, so it sounds like Chelsea team na way, Chelsea were constant threats, counter attack. Or say Chelsea for no any counter attack. Quite fast we be or more defense. Now, Chelsea Chelsea were well organized today. Now they are not difficult to come to Stamford Bridge and play the way you want to play. You want to play, this is a slot speaking. About Chelsea about papa. When says Kai said the nom Kobe and said the Kopama and then here Bob brutal who performance and they say oh Kopama no deserve we say among for Ekani my pa the man is say Kopama no ba Chelsea training grounds or say Juma na Kopama no say na enye easy or say enye easy crowd say Kopama the way he works or say na to the bia opportunity no any lack kakra na eludu. Kopama kakra, so far, the guy has been amazing. He trains very hard. Then in just half a Kopama. Finally, with me, Asher go. Daniel Storage say, Kaino, about Chelsea, about Liverpool. Daniel Storage say, the Nyaje Ediama Kopama, son say, now saying pressure about Kopama, so now man for question Kopama say, on your consistent and on the border crazy in Tiasi, or saying the Nyaje Pa Diama Kopama, say Kopama. Finally, with me, Asher go. Let's say Kopama, no, the nim so Timmy yet. He loves doing goals any assistant to say Sadia Abba Ninyaji se Kopama finally honest with me as a goal. Well, it is good news, isn't it? Most Gary Neville also about Kopama, but so Kopama it deserve because Kopama they hear the difference between Liverpool and Chelsea game normal boy name. They'll say class. And a Kopama, or say Kopama, show class right for minutes 1. So time I referee decided say upon board. No. Every minute be a born with Kopama. Wow. He saw Kopama performing above his normal game. Well, I'm for Kopama basu yepa. Me was Vel Van Dijk come Kobisa and say master. And then I call up and never Dijk so no here me wan. No see defending and that's the one person of ball. Hey, se can go no bobo na dia but simple. But actually, no sounds so go. Van Dijk and us Chelsea team na ye nyina ye hwe no. Chelsea team no rotate bebre. Na Moises Caicedo no original right back. We want to be fifi. No abefa. Also say opponent yes sir, difficult to read them. So you need constant communication between the back four to read whatever the opponent is doing because anytime they are rotating. Or say no and ha Liverpool kakra but say yepa say anye bia no ometimi age trophy ne kakra san say omunye team o tell lose bebre or say lose we o lose no how we ye papa and no some Vel Van Dijk and so economics okay no problem. And I was watching them say, I think the possession was quite good, but when we didn't have the ball, we suffered. Basically, that is it. Kuta ball no say ball pa kuta ball na without possession no na bre because no mun to me and tackle how Chelsea for find a place in between the lines and no and a problem pa. Okay, very Van Dijk in some way can no the ayati. Well, Cole Palmer saying on the winning must see Nebum Moises Caicedo obona basu yepa say right from the beginning of the season Moises Caicedo boa wa bosses Caicedo jina wuchia woni problem bia son say obey adwuma ne kama say Caicedo is a machine. Caicedo is a machine and all twice to say look in some na yana nkofo keka kire no social media ni bi wo wa ohun sebi and the Kopama where say we use mean to me use bi wo ha say also sebi s ay we no say language you know use no patch but obeso can say social media so now say no as you say social media is full of ID so when the best bitch akwa say social media is full of ID for no oh we did ya tempa social media nsem hu na nkofo ka kire na social media no I na doing so on film also on film crowd so I don't pay attention to those S. Hey, as a Kopama, and then we drop brutal say. Oh no, Nancy, the form and from Kakra, for so we dinner time with social media, so until massacre and what fire almost and Kopama, no. Well, that's it. Mom say, and I'm Madrid for RMTV on RMTV for no master come hope you Madrid for TV, no. Almost say, aye, and then VAR no no more analyze VAR. And I'm say VAR. Spanish La Liga afi 19 times a VAR aba Barcelona game mu intervene our situations mu no 19 times no 6 pe and ye over 10 no 13 of them went in favor of Barcelona. RMTV for no. And no we no see yam compare Madrid no because VAR intervening our Madrid mu 21 times. 15 against Madrid. Only 6 in favor of Real Madrid. See, Madrid in favor just 6 times, but Barcelona in favor just, in fact, they've had in favor already 13 times into RMT before no. And no matter how we no say VAR for no me the power for. And I'm say, RMTV. Oh my God, well, Mammy Macy Mount na your monko, Macy Mount no kobisa and says say Man you no cry no performance no for now say my tension in na akwa di Europa so I say look some say Europa ni very very important because they need to have a massive end of the season or say they have a big game on Thursday or say they may see bia na so going to the game knowing say game be BNC also though lead but they are going to enter the game as if say be bienwa AC or game with them or fan say a goalless draw no makwa bobo gidi so say champions Europa League is very important say who win Europa League and the Champions League and also so near there very important to them or say Premiership no the question women said they've had a bad year and a bad season our Premiership now there is something they need to go and analyze and find the solutions to why they are not performing in the English Premiership. But for now, Europe are not the only Champions League into attention for now. No, Champions League, I was so almost and now Central Ibisan say and the performance and the young fan say coaches ni yen such like baby and only affected team no and I say Dabi still no changes crowd daswa I was like Manchester United performing it sounds says so we a Manchester United player now you show this year irrespective of the situation you need to go out there and perform because a big club requires say you perform at your utmost level. It's only the only to say we are starting lineup, no. Yes, sense when they quite affected team, no. And on this sense say a lack of personality, and I'm so much said they have the personality before in previous games. He does not understand say I'm for Becca's a lack of personality. Born in Enque, they need to find solutions to it. Well, I know a Macy Mount in someone on also air cannon as they say the Enfakra. Okay. Carlo Ancelotti ni Brazil negotiations na ekoso matter say proposal be ato Madrid ni mu ne say on person ka o organize Brazil versus Madrid. E be Spain I mean Emre 99 Brazil ni Barcelona be bobo Brazil versus Barcelona they played in 99 so they want to organize a special friendly match understand so that relationship it's something they are planning to do because Barcelona will be paying. What I saying, one of those conditions some person they share agreement because they say Brazil per se name Madrid relationship na year come. You see initially ntokwane buy ma Ednaldo Brazilian Football Association president but two jakache say Madrid fan siasa Carlo Ancelotti ama omo kwan mo so mescate play bia ho no emi say e Madrid for na kakra because Brazil omo players free ho pa and association for so no omo twa be dey na wa akoye wa ho na wa akoye deals ho nti say they are beginning to fine-tune in their many bebre and chasumgi ebeba because there's been constant communication between the Brazilian Football Association and that's of Real Madrid. These are some of the things they are discussing. And again, Jorge Jesus deal former Hilal for coach na nka Orbano. Matter say still na name am say agwa we pan. So only name we issue. Now only name we issue Godfather of the Brazilian football. Oh, Obeda coach say Brazil football and Yankan you see Ankasa no Godfather name now. Now only name we issue how can you coach the Brazilian national team? Go sit down. Mami ada gole say on the form was run na Ghana for boni on the wiasmu nyina boni di. Ada gole enum ko bi sansa master assist na we ye fantastic assist. And I say Dabi I say for aden. I say Dabi assist na fantastic. Kylian Mbappe running fantastic. Or say assistant idea. One no cry one shut down money yet said no see a feeling no. And no be sense okay what. Now go no swear. And also go no do YouTube say it was a nice goal. Or say sa goals no more practice bebre our training ground since you know a better one was necessary angle way they ma try me bebre our training grounds and also cutting in about shots no and so a share you know okay that is very fine. Carlo Ancelotti say na I was somewhere careful because injuries bebre aba team no titiru echiro inti rawo Asensio ohun se na fe ontimi to aso no ampeso be risk boy ni bio and decide say Asensio metne chi ma Jakubu and so embo ni bi so say injuries no they have few defenders inti no he cannot risk and also say there so mu peo so mu try as much as possible to win the Clasico na Eka Clasico no mu win ya. Or say beka 1 point pe. Say eka 1 point. Madrid be more chances of winning the Spanish La Liga. Into no say planning ina and so no. Well, you be trying to plan so be nya be mo ko bi san say Rodrigo Goes over him. And also the entire Rodrigo Goes one baby ne say we nya fever kakra. Say boy no e wo fever. And until no decide say all man mbo ni bi. And be say Kylian Mbappe form no aba. Na money Barcelona yi Obebo body be crown how important no be no so Mbappe do very important you say Kylian Mbappe a lot of pace na Barcelona for bo high line into his expecting say Mbappe ebe take opportunity of the high line afi wetimi apanish Barcelona for them senior man high line Mbappe abobi several times and so yeah wo into mon can come on find solutions that say solutions now but it will be difficult it will be very difficult anyway. I don't be say impossible and because Barcelona are playing very well. And so how is it possible that Madrid are going to beat this Barcelona team? And also, that's a Barcelona team last week, you know, boy, and you know, crab boy, you know. At some point in time, they lead you. So what is the point? Say, Rebecca say, and you're possible. Or say a Drew because now see how boy. No difference and shada enso into a Drew. We are going to have a beautiful occasion. Well. Nti ano so Carlo Ancelotti enso eka ana omko bisa God and then the pem say questions no metimi aka say be 70% na ya adagule omko bisa say adagule performance awada ne di no wo de ne be bo El Clasico ana and also say the players performing very well now they didn't kind obo boy na baso say 2 months ago so criticize a boy no send off the ball body need the attitude and say you see adwuma na wo form so say boy we improve so well now boy now all born say we have more opportunities actually before because now he sees a more matured player e adagule munti no or say nyame adum against Barcelona no he would decide so maybe boni bi anase omoboni bi but for now we decide here but or a serious contender to start the game against Barcelona and then some Carlo Ancelotti and so eka well and twice way. But say, you were for far punish Madrid for far sad story, mommy. It's say, almost say an annual Madrid money Arsenal able born. We supporters ni because this sebi sebunu. Say you be to 2 year sebi you may racist behavior. They categorize that as such. You know, racist songs in the sign when almost say dabi. Yes, so. In Madrid fans, no. Yes, so we met you 15,000 euros. 15,000 euros. After so mo say sad ye ni biwa. Mo next away game mo be no. Obe ko mu nkobi. Intebia we dey punishment. Say so see biwa then they will punish you. Say next away game will be a bekoso Champions League. No, they will not allow you to go. Until yes Madrid supporters ni betu ya. Sa some we bi na. Ekoto Barcelona ama Laporta pamo ne Old Trafford for do. So I'm going to parish is Barcelona for me to iska and all transfer by Laporta catch all transfer and some more go to some of them this answer moon and all transfer in Tiana Barcelona did the secret Tiana Laporta said more first can my mia and no one on the stadium will you but when the meaning say Madrid be more transfer Tiana so more bit Tiana more transfer well we don't know wait and see what Madrid will intend to do. Jacobo Ramon and now we ball game be and I'll say all born the first game in these games, you know. In fact, a dream pa at the man and say all this while he's been praying, say one day only such opportunity or say oh piece of more games because Madrid a club up a club ni in the first half they played very well but second half you know or say nyemamu ye at the moment also the most important thing in Madrid for Benya they needed point into though the second half was difficult, they were able to pick the needed 3 points well. But Mr. Kylian Mbappe, I could ready to IG so say we are going to fight until the end. Hala Madrid just say we are going to fight until the end. Hala Madrid. I tried to warn Jude Bellingham, Eddie Oja, and the other two on Atagules also saying yes, Kylian. And Lucas Vasquez and so say, or the and so Mbappe, dear on friend, no, and so Eddie at one of them say, there's a mantra for no more GDA power. I think that go away, Vim now, she also beating me, Argentina. Say they all attention, everything a gear towards that. Well, and we're expecting Chelsea to do the guard of honor. Of course, Chelsea did. And we respect Chelsea for doing that. I mean, that is a great gesture. Chelsea for come on. And everyone say, and that's quite obvious. Liverpool fans, no man fan Romeo Lavia, Titru, no cry. So we see dinner, but boy, no, so I'm fan who cry. Anyway, on my end, power, but yeah, many them. Mami ana slot and Sancho for Kubisa say, Nyamian Duma Samano, over to top players and What have you said is our question? We also already know Liverpool, they are already having a big summer because Mumus don't was saying expecting to Liverpool be extended Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah contract. When you know my expecting into the fact that we are able to even keep this place, we are already having a big summer. Into the question when Mutabi Sano or mom the same answer to dating a still now, but that's what AB Sano so already. We are having summer now. Mumu say was say you have no, and on Bisana say oh players na no more boni bino. I want to chance more boni bino. Oh more bobi won't be sending by ya obeshe say omo performance the ya obe keep omo enya obe pamu omo na. And on saying this na throughout the season. Omo train omo how we train this our new opportunities e ma ni mo boni bi. Into a man chance ama na boni bi and say. And then they determine so that's not cloud wood man as or in any way. So say I money more about ball with training ground so attitude they many be brave. And now on the coach ni decided and now or drain who say oh as a sort not cloud wood man say I was so or so time I Liverpool for call form by 2-0. Then J acquiring a place in the fast so a ball. Or send the players didn't give up, fans didn't give up. They started playing very well. I know crown number you're positive, and so at the moment no and a slot. And I'll say, let me quote the next statement because I love it. I'll say a wise man once said, "Nothing good comes from winning a football game," and I have to agree with him. The way we lost is more important and more positive. I think it was against a great Chelsea team. A great squad. Maybe we mixed that little bit, which we usually have. We mixed a few percentage to get that result. And that's slots in some work I can. A wise man once said, nothing good comes from winning a football game. And I have to agree. And see, and I said the way we lost is more positive. This is Arnold Slot speaking. And see, he's taking positive from how lose there, but the positive and how lose you cry positive in the manner. So maybe basically as also more positive from the loss. A chain I say dwelling on the negative. Well, Levi Cole will say every single person that was Chelsea no piano ever said Chelsea Eco Champions League and this is a spirit at what Chelsea dressing room say how do we get Chelsea back to the Champions League and as I say Chelsea supporters no obia also obia within the Chelsea team and so I pray for into Chelsea to the Champions League when we say Premiership na year most chances created Obi we create chances papa dodo pa wo Premiership no. The only kind aye Bruno Fernandes 84 chances. Cole Palmer 84. See Cole Palmer is doing very well of creating of chances. It's people say less about him. Of course, he's not been producing goals, but Charlie the numbers in bad. 84. The Otosomiansa aye Mohamed Salah 83. Enzo Fernandez also at 9, 75. Brian Mbuemo 66. So pause and take a look at this. First 5, Chelsea will move through. So it means that they are doing well in terms of chances creation. And now who's that? Okay, 6 months in here and they be omu am yes story na makacha say media me hwehwe mu kire me say Real Madrid for no omo pe William Saliba brutal anyway ma say l'equipe say story adane a ekoso of France them say l'equipe story ya Canada da so afel l'equipe say omo hwehwe mu kire say trodo some na ye kan bebrebe Madrid for pe say William Saliba and say no see feeling no pa this is the story and also koso our France l'equipe and so a report gidi them say yo yatse and twas where Rubina Morim say nkwada na odo omo board he really appreciate their performance na senior players no so mo nkwada na kakra say Tyler Fredrickson say go for no goal no omo share you know ofil say boy ni yade na he needed help from the senior players no mo board no say na be ya e be prevent such situations but also but in general terms no the performance of nkwada no omo san say na Mason Mount so e obe share goal and also hwe Mason Mount or you be an any ball or training very hard or person get back to the normal self. Name your own responsibility so be manage the Mason Mount situation. Enti though Mason Mount na push say changing na person ye bibi or park no so but essence of person managing internet so uniform na on support national but also generally we happy with the performance of Mason Mount. And Kobe San say in the kwakra say next season ye hwe ni say premiership no be back to normal and I know say see on here ka say Manchester United ain't good enough to play in the English Premiership and compete in the Champions League. Also, they are not good enough. But they need to find ways of qualifying by winning the Europa Cup. Now, then they will analyze the season and find solutions to Manchester United problems. Next season, some problems almost sounds so mkobubio. And Mkobi said the latest so any injury, a massive and also only but or a consent as a hano because they have a massive game on Thursday against Atletico Bilbao. Into say Uprasana, na the emotion say and then on per se place ni be preprint. Look sure. Say Obaka Kranu about nature because not all manage obia situation to say a hand pa but or trying the doctors for them catching but Hannah say delete Equaco Pro so Binyanka delay should be available to play the game against Atletico Bilbao or say game normal boy almost start against Brentford also almost started very well almost controlling game very well then so set pieces no throw-ins and the same Manchester United game in also sad no say a problem they are trying to rectify it also omuni players and also so have Manchester United a year but for say in general terms no Obeka Manchester United are improving because now they are controlling games well also game because the results are no good, but also born no and born no dear. The recent performance, no. Only doubt to be a say, and Manchester United will come back to their normal self. And I'm okay, no problem. On say Jorginho, you season now, Beko. Now, Matisse say he's very, very well pushing. Say Nyame Adumwa in the last game no ombe Bobby Cran often say a final goodbye to the Arsenal supporters. It is one thing as you see so push for gidi. Me Arsenal no Martin Odegaard no mkobi sanse master upra no a winya against Bournemouth no betimi ambo PSG game ni bia na because Arsenal supporters are worried kakra. I don't say o feel say o you okay or say ade na aka ne ye pa na o Philippines when the name because on Philia no but name o feel so be okay to play the game against Paris Saint-Germain. Well, anyway, let me tell me so Robert Lewandowski made it to say e bia na on person ka obedi team nature kra and starting giving from the bench. That is the story. I mean, Mr. Mark Afona a reported story and if you see I say Penifona Jane says say in a bed ya I say ya Russiani my boy ni bobo ni BCC David got on starting giving it from the bench. You're trying the final decision from the people. Anyway, talking about that Barcelona game, Fabio Capello say feels a game no a 50-50 chance. Name Barcelona for a new one a scale. Omni body bought too much. I say Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and also Lewandowski now. Or Sanso Urban, Osro say Omumiensa no. Omni be making the difference between Inter Milan and Barcelona. Say only there and confuse say 50-50. Name on back for the Barcelona's, front line. Betimi asesaniama or say and no na say on the confusion in nyina ho well so kai people Inzaghi say Okochi Peza na pizza for no omaba back pizza for na back into no premier omaba back to the the Italian Serie A into Inzaghi family so challenge bad ni nua wo Inter we so a qualifier back they are doing very well and you bad cry anyway Laura Sunny Fanamami the agency no conform no me adwuma 11 wins for matter say onu mo wiwi o said one no why onu mo wiwi say wa kwa join Penny Zahavi the agency and it say Laura Sunny he's no more with 11 wins for no he's under Penny Zahavi Sancho could be say no crepini say Laura Sunny about no say no cre Laura Sunny are joining the agency no say we are looking forward to working with him. We have a good relationship with FC Bayern and the people around. We are looking forward to the upcoming talks. Since they say the Laura Sunny conversation na akane no Penny Zahavi and ebe make it on behalf of Laura Sunny and we see akwa no feel say the agency for one no and na man contract and some nice style be say kind of the man ninja ho but it looks like no it say Penny Zahavi and I kwa deal no and so at the aman Bruno Gomes say Pep Guardiola and then akasa na kana on the kasa no man can about a transfers and so say Pep Guardiola and I know Shiano no born abaso catch and the football now but ni so ye pa on improve on tonko so or say ni je ho esan say Pep Guardiola the best coach we are seeing no say Pep Guardiola can about football now but no bo about so feel say a positive that is the only thing between on and Pep Guardiola man can contract and Zambia Bruno Gomes and someone also can what do you say Arsenal in fact they've lost 21 points Abrano mo leading from winning position na omaba draw and also lose so they've lost 21 points this season. So why is it that Arsenal are unable to hold on to a lead say be Arsenal lead na go for bet and as at their show against Brighton, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brighton, Aston Villa, Everton, Brentford, Crystal Palace and a Bournemouth. So that's like 10 games, isn't it? 10 games. So this is something I say Mikel Arteta way and musha no analysis no something needs to be done about this. Inter Milan in Barcelona and referee ya catch say Simon Misniak on the bedi game but assistants for ni biaba for instance assistant for ni na in Poland VAR the original VAR no Dennis Hegler no ono na efi Netherlands on the obefi Netherlands what I say into Poland for ni ba be the name VAR no and a Netherlands and the VAR and VAR assistant or women in Netherlands. When him say Inter Milan for all trust and say how may you protest against Penny for and a tickets and some almost a game now or mobile against Barcelona a serious game in Tanya for no mobile protest or beard in the tools at the ato from no more protest. Everyone is going to the pitch to support. Wait. Also, BSC Park and so Bianco supporting team, the Yafi and Obabe on to win now Obabe cancel. Well, Faris, Inter Milan assistant coach, no say on bet as much as possible. So Mel limit Lami Yamal, or Mama Lami Yamal, and who give me so some surprise Lami Yamal, or most steady Lami Yamal born, no more surprise at the Malami Yamal. And say, hey, what was surprise at the Malami Yamal? Quite we are surprised, Nico Williams. I don't go business and say come back against Manchester United. We bet na. And I'll say games be saying Sankawa Lami Yama with team Nimwa. Go bet we be magic be na go with me as a game no. And I'm business say master what can Lami Yama last some blah blah. I could have won performance. And say Lami Yama they send her down for say my down for no. Na nukwaseme wom ni Lami Yamal onimbo ne boche mo se Lami Yamal wagiatum ono Nico Williams wagiatum se Lami Yamal ni nimbo ne boche no se akwa no onimbo ne bobuta ne age e de Lami Yamal say obi e bona baso is one player who plays very very well and I'm so okay when they were down for no and wa bona baso a pa anyway Daniel Rodriguez akwada no Barcelona makwada na ni nsem bu anopa me story by no or they have to IG say a dream come true. I am very happy to be playing my first match in a shirt in La Liga. I'm grateful for the trust and above all to everyone who has always been by my side in good times and in bad times because everything comes in its own time. Well, Barcelona still go so negotiating Frankie de Jong, but almost saying they don't wait till break in games, crucial games, and that when you know. If you are concerned why Frankie de Jong's contract, you are not hearing anything about it. Almost say concentration, you know, it will be before fraud, and that's so obvious because they want to complete the treble. I agree. With the Nyafini Ebabe on discussions. So, Master Bukayo Saka no Mukobi Sansalami Yamal who the performance they saying. And also so far, I could run a ball now Auburn at the age in the yana and one papa Sakura Ketskete. Tis the age way or Bobo or say a normal or say it is not normal. No one does it. Sakura Ketskete at his age or no year player, but Bono, or say by the body too much. Boy, no, or a fantastic player. Well, anyway, you know, some Bukayo Saka. Charlie, I could run on boy, you know. Oh, a player, crown or bonaba, so I won't count bonnie. What I say? Okay, well, I swan. Hey, says, oh, me time on our book. I didn't hear Brentford 4 share 4, Manchester United share 3, of course. Brighton in Newcastle 1-1, West Ham United 1-1, Chelsea won by 3 goals to 1 against Liverpool. Of course, Madrid won by 3 goals to 2 against Celta Vigo. So say games and Kesiane and Amimbo Bobos. Charlie Roma so Mbappe Kao Mwasab. The way they are doing well, Claudio Ranieri. Wow. Okay. Next video coming up very soon. Bye bye.